All right, the bell just rang. All right. This is going to be another live trading video for you guys that I will be recording today, and we'll see what opportunities come from today. I'm not going to jump on anything too quickly. There's nothing that I'm looking at right now that I want to get in on immediately, so I'm going to wait for the first few minutes to shake out here. But make sure you guys hit that like button. Hopefully today goes well, and hopefully there's some good opportunities today, and I make a decent video that you guys can learn something from. But as of right now, I'm just going to be looking at stuff and seeing how things shape up here. It is Monday, November 23rd. Right now, watching BABA. Looks like it's ripping up. I wanted ideally a pullback into 199, 200, but well, I'm not sure that we'll get that, but we'll see. Um, Looks like KXIN is making a move. This is interesting. Up to 950. See if it can break through that high. I'm not going to get in on this one either. Not a huge small cap fan. Easy to get burned in these, so you got to be careful. Looks like it's going to break. Here it goes. And this will definitely be an interesting one to watch. Snapchat pulling back a little bit here, but JD, let's see. Again, just not too much going on right now. Neo making a pretty good move here. All right. Palantir. Um, yeah, just not really that much going on right now. And I don't see too many things, too many names that I usually trade that are giving good opportunities right now, which is kind of a bummer. I just don't see that much moving. We usually have some more activity, but right now it's just pretty tepid right now. Let's look at Boeing again. Maybe we can. Not just not loving this. This is pretty stale right here. Easy yen. Hmm. Baba looks pretty pretty decent right now, actually. Gonna keep watching this one. We'll have to see what happens. Might look for a dip buy on this one. Might look for a dip buy. I kind of like this setup here. Nice, some nice bottoming going on here. We'll see. We shall see. See if we can catch it a little bit lower. Yeah, nice. Nice. Come on, let's get it back into this 270, 230 range. Come on. Or sorry, 270. Yeah, 270, 250. Come on. One more dip and then we go. That's what I figure here. But we'll have to wait and see. Might set a bid here at 272.25 maybe. If we can get that. Just go for 100 shares. See if we can bottom out one more time. Looks like VLNK looks like it's hmm, just not really interested in that. All right, let's keep watching Baba here. This looks interesting. Yeah, we don't want it to bounce just yet. Just a little bit lower. Come on, let's see how low we can go on this. Don't want to miss the move up, but I don't want to get in too prematurely. I want to get in at the best possible price. So I'm putting my order in at this pre-market low right here, and um, hopefully we can get that price, and hopefully it holds that level if it does come back down to test it. Not too sure right now though. We'll see. Hmm. Probably have to get in here on a break of VWAP, unfortunately, if it doesn't come all the way back down here, which it looks like it's not going to. Hmm. May set an order to buy here at 25. If it really looks like it's gaining momentum, and the bounces happened here, which is fine. We didn't get in at the low, but we'll see. Either way wants to move. I wanna be a buyer here. Right now, I want to be a buyer. Here it comes. Let's just go for 100 right now. Don't want to overextend on this, but hmm. Still like this one. Want to see what the market is doing. It does look pretty good right now. So this is good for the move that I'm looking for here. And we're really just looking for a bit of a continuation here on Baba from last Friday. We're looking for a little bit more steam on this. Wow, big wick there. Didn't see much follow through on that. That's not super convincing, but we'll have to wait and see. See if we can get a little bit higher. I'm probably gonna put in an order to add here on. It's tough to say because there's a lot of really wicky action here that I don't love, but maybe we'll probably set an order to buy here at about 275.60, which is pretty pretty high up there, but it is the technical level that I think is the right spot to add. I mean, right now I'm not super convinced this one's gonna work out the way I want it to, but it's just a matter of time to see whether this is gonna whether this is really gonna play out or not. And I think unfortunately my stop loss will probably be here 273.49 is what I'm gonna do here. And Yeah, no, I'm not super convinced by this. These wicks are pretty, I don't know, pretty, you don't like to see it, but, you know, it's very likely I'll get stopped out here and then it can continue higher. I mean, obviously anything can happen, but, um, this is, all things considered, my stop is set really close to the current price, so, but that's kind of by design. I want to get out quickly if this one does start to show signs of working against me. I'm not going to hang around too long, and yeah, but we're just gonna let the stops work and and determine whether or not this trade is gonna work out. And right now, it looks like we're gonna get stopped out, which is fine. That's all according to plan. There it is. Not a big loss there, and we're happy with that. And now, we might see if it comes back down to this pre-market low here, and if it can, then we'll consider being a buyer again. But that was kind of the opportunity there. We needed to see it break really, and we didn't get that break, so we're out. And it's as simple as that. And that's how you trade according to your plan. And yeah, can't win them all. Peloton, big reversal here. Hmm. Wow. Okay. Uh, yeah, I do want to keep my eye on Baba, but I don't know. At this point, when you already have kind of a losing breakout, I'm probably just gonna wait for this stop to come in. Actually, yeah. So I'm just gonna wait for this this buy order to come through if it does, and if it doesn't, then I'm not interested, right? If it comes up to my order, then that's perfect, I'm in. But if it doesn't, then I'm just not gonna trade this one. So I'm just gonna let my order run, and in fact, if it does come back up there, which honestly I think it will, I think there's a good chance that we um, do get back up there because I like it. I like the setup here, but probably gonna go in for 200 instead of 100 because I'd like a break at that level and I'm comfortable going in a little bit heavier on that move if we do get that break. So that is good with me. So let's see here. XPEV, wow, up to $58 this morning. Crazy, crazy action on these EVs. They just do not want to ever stop, and that is that's crazy. Neo, let's look at Palantir is moving higher as well. Yeah, right now, I don't see too much that is all that great. Peloton starting to bounce. Hmm. Pretty good trend line on this one. XPEV making new highs. I just don't really, I don't know. I'm so like, I just don't want to get burned, and I just makes me not want to trade that really. Okay, gosh darn it. We get out on Boeing or on Baba on this candle here, and I just know this one's gonna go. Sometimes you just know these are gonna go, and I do have my order to get in if it does start to go, but I I don't know. Wish we got in down here at that price, but was waiting for it to move a little bit lower, which we were getting greedy trying to get the best price, but it's good to get a little bit greedy when you're getting into the stock. Wait a little bit longer than you think you should to get in, and more often than not, you're going to get a better price than if you just jumped in. That is a true fact. mRNA looks actually pretty decent to make a push to 102 and beyond. Maybe it can do it. Snapchat. You probably just saw me click this 300 share button because at the moment I think I kind of like this one to the short side, unfortunately. I hate to say it. But I may just have to take a shot at this one. We'll see if we get any sort of continuation candle through VWAP here. That would be a sign for me to maybe reconsider and think that my idea to go short was not such a great one. But look at this. Watch this play out. I think the short trade might work. That entry here might have been perfect, unfortunately. Gosh darn it. I swear to God. I really think this. Oh, well, here. Oh, wow. Come on. I wanted to prove me wrong. Let's rip to highs, Snapchat. Come on. Here we go. There it is. Come on, continue higher. Jeez, look at that. You know, you could say whatever you want when you're watching it and you don't know how it's going to play out. But then, as long as you don't click buy or sell to open, you don't open a new position on it, you can say whatever you want as far as I'm concerned. Well, there's Baba making new RTH lows. Can it break down through this level here? Why, yes, I think it can. So maybe my long bias on this one was flawed all along. I find it a little hard to believe, but these patterns don't always work out the way you want them to, obviously. Um, and that's just how it is. Snapchat. Yeah, this kind of like one candle higher, one candle lower, one candle higher, one candle lower. I'm not super convinced on this guy. I mean, I just don't know. Right now, I feel like I want to go short, and that's just how I feel. That's what my instincts are telling me as it pushes up and continues higher. My instincts are absolutely not a good indicator, but nonetheless, I cannot deny that I am feeling trigger happy on this join the ask button. Boeing looking looking like I might want to get in that one at some point as well. But for now, Snapchat. Oof, it's very, very hard for me to resist this right now. Um, I I'm gonna wait for this candle to form. Oh geez, this is really looking good for a short to me. I had to, geez, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get in this one right now, and we'll see how this one shapes up. But at the moment, I'm getting in small size, and if this wants to move higher, then we'll get out. But oh wow. Well, it's just kind of all over the place right now, and I'm not really sure what to think of it. But I still like this one short, and we're gonna try it. And it's hard to say. We'll see if my instincts were right or if they were wrong. I'm probably gonna set my stop here at I guess we'll give it 46.75. Yeah. Or maybe we should give it $47. Hmm. I don't know. That seems too I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with that. We'll give it 76 and that'll be that. And it looks like I may have underestimated this one, but I don't know. This could be another one where we get stopped out and in the end it comes back and continues lower, but only time will tell. But we'll watch this one for now, and if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Could have gotten a better entry on this one too. But if the setup is truly good, then it doesn't really matter where you get in, then it's gonna play out for you and hopefully you make some money on it, right? But yeah, I mean there's an obvious target on this one too at 45.80. I'm not sure we're gonna get there. Um, I don't know. I let's see, we have this 1 minute and then one more 1 minute candle. So we have yeah, so we're waiting for one more 1 minute candle after this one to form, and then we get the 5 minute, which right now looks like a bearish reversal candle with a pretty decent wick here, but we're gonna have to wait and see if what happens in the next 1 minute candle is gonna be the deciding 1 minute candle. It needs to move down a little bit. It needs to do better. This is not convincing action. In fact, yeah, I'm just not so sure about this one right now. I, I don't really like this. Um, I mean, obviously it's moving lower right now, but it's not moving at the pace that I would want to see it move lower. And for that reason, I am just not enjoying this trade. Not enjoying this trade at all. This 1 minute candle is an important candle, and right now I feel like it has the potential to reverse into a green candle and burst back up through VWAP. That's how I feel right now. And you do always want to predict kind of what you think is going to happen because you need, that's an important thing to do. And a lot of people say, a lot of people misunderstand. Uh, Obviously, you don't want to have such a bias that you convince yourself that your plan can't fail because it can, but you do want to expect what is the worst possible outcome here and be prepared for what can happen. But again, yeah, just Yeah, this is just not great. This is kind of what I was waiting for, is some sort of green candle to form here, because it looks like it just doesn't look like a good it's just not fast enough. We need bigger candles like this, and that's more convincing to me. But when you have these just kind of pathetic candles in either direction, that's obviously not preferable. And we'll see if that was a little bit of a bull trap here. The reason that I'm staying in this one for right now, and I could be wrong, I should set a stop here, but the reason that I'm staying in this one with this green candle and everything and all that I've been saying is because of how this 5 candle formed, or sorry, this 5 minute candle formed. The 5 minute candle formed in a beneficial uh, in a good way. It closed near the low. We have a nice top wick. It's a pretty heavy red candle. So on that front, this is a positive sign, and I think that that kind of trumps any 1 minute action that's going on. Um, and now we're getting a nice red candle here, and we'll see if this continues. But this just went from a not so good looking trade to a pretty decent trade. And again, when you're waiting for that next 5 minute candle to form, and this is something I've discussed too, this is like so crucial, guys. When you when you have this green candle right here was the first 1 minute candle of the new 5 minute candle. That is that is typically a candle that is going to try to trick you. And I could have mentioned that before this forum. I should have, um, but that is a candle that's going to try to trick you. Why? Because that candle is the candle that forms this wick here. This green candle corresponds to this wick, and and that makes sense because candles often do form wicks. They try to push to levels, they can't hold those levels, and then they fail lower or higher or whatever it is. And that's oftentimes what happens. So you got to look out for that and understand what candle you're watching on the 1 minute chart and how it corresponds to the 5 minute chart. And that's important stuff to understand. And right now I am wanting to get out of some of my shares because of this green candle is a pretty bullish one, but wow, look at that red engulfing candle that we're getting right here. Amazing. Amazing. You don't typically see that. Big green engulfing, decent green engulfing here, to be frank, and then a nice red one back down. And now this gives us potential to really continue lower, but we need this red candle to close in a decent position. And we'll see if we can't suck out a little bit more out of this one. But right now I'm going to edit this to get out in smaller increments, and we'll get out of some here and see if we can continue lower with 250 shares. Try to get a little bit more out of this, but I'm not sure. It kind of looks like we're flagging here on like a longer time frame. But again, this 5 minute setup is undeniably bearish, so we have to be patient uh, with with that because right now um, right now it is in a position to continue lower. Anything can happen, but you don't want to get out too early. And I'm not sure we're going to get the break of $46, but if we do get the break of $46, then obviously the target here is about 45.80. Come on, needs to break right now. It needs to break right now. Come on, break, 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 break. It needs to break right here, right here, right here. Come on. It's not breaking, so this is not giving me confidence. This candle absolutely needs to break. If it holds on this candle, then Okay, all right, that's it. I'm not like I just don't want to give this one too much more room. Um, I mean, obviously anything can happen. It can continue lower from here, but this is yeah, just not. It really needed to break $46 there, and as you can see, it didn't. And now we're getting the rip back up, and this is likely to continue. So yeah, we have a big buyer here now too. We have to get out here. That's just how it is. Obviously anything can happen. It can come back down for us, but this is kind of a double bottom here, and we're kind of flagging, so whatever. I'm out. And so yeah, those kind of you get those kind of those signals that tell you to go short initially, and then once you see things start to shape up, you start to get a better sense of how the setup is actually forming, and those those bullish aspects of the stock and its position come into play and start to outweigh the reasons to be short. And as you can see, it holds that $46 level, and from there the rest was history, and it's moving up in a pretty strong fashion. So time to get out of the way of that one. So I mean, oh, we still have that buy order on Baba, but pretty break even day here, and I'm kind of I'm sorry. The opportunities are either here or they're not, and I just trade based off of what I see, and down $18, aka break even, is nothing to be nothing to really be unhappy with, because right, we get to trade every single day, and if the opportunities weren't here today, then maybe they'll be here tomorrow. And wow, just tremendous, tremendous $60.58 on XPEV. Truly remarkable, remarkable stuff. And that's just crazy. Just crazy. All right, well, I'm not gonna keep everyone here too much longer. I mean, I'm sure. Oh, this is a really nice bounce. Wow, this is nice. This is nice. Look at that. I'm liking this. Now, just because I say I like it doesn't mean I'm gonna jump in on it, um, but I will say that I'm gonna keep my buy orders in place, and that's really just that. We'll just keep those there and see what happens. Well, another thing I've noticed too, an interesting development, gold is now down $34 on the day. Um, Rewind to the beginning of the video and see what it was down, and wow, look at this move. What did I just say? What did I just say? $34? It was down 37 just there. Did I say 34, 35? Or what did I even say? 36? I don't even remember, but this is moving quickly, and wow, back up to th down 34. Rapid moves here in gold, and that's interesting. I'll be watching that closely as well. But anyway, so I'm not sure I see too much else here, so I'm gonna probably wrap this one up. Oh wow, BLNK making new highs. Wow, GE just a huge move there for GE. And obviously the EV space, just crazy stuff right here. Crazy moves. I tend to limit myself to oh wow, IDEX. Um, Interesting. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the rain in the background. Probably not. It's raining here in Boston right now, and um, I am enjoying that background noise. 61.25 for XPEV. I wouldn't be surprised if we can see this one all the way up at 64, 65 on the day. I mean, it's not unheard of. We can certainly see here. But again, this is just not one where I'm going to jump in. Did I wish that I were in here at the open? Abso-freaking-lutely. But do I regret? not jumping. Do I regret not jumping in here? No, because hindsight 2020, and just as this thing has the ability to rip up to 64, $65, it has the ability to crash back down to, you know, 40. I mean, let's be real. This is bubble-esque, all right? This is euphoric trading and FOMO trading, and I'm not saying it doesn't have any basis in the fundamentals of the company, but it it's unreliable price action and obviously great to trade, but just pick your day and understand that it can go against you in a hurry. Baba potentially, but anyway, yeah. So today I'm just kind of just being a watcher today and knowing when to step back and sit on the sidelines and uh, not kind of be in the forefront of the action. And Snapchat looks like it's kind of continuing to consolidate and flag, and we'll see how this one shapes up. Obviously, this is, some decent range bound trading right here, but but anyway, so yeah, all right, I'm gonna end this one, and guys, please slap a like on this video if this was helpful to you, and I'd really appreciate that to let me know if this was helpful. If you learned something, then be sure to hit the like button, and I may take another trade today, or I may not. Right now, it's pretty boring market, but I still think you guys may have learned something from this video, and if you did, and if I'm right, then again, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll do these more often. There was a great response on the last one I did, which is kind of the reason that I'm making this one. And so yeah, I mean that's really it. Good luck with your guys' trading, and I'll be back at it tomorrow with most likely a video recap to recap my trades. I'll be streaming live, and be sure to tune in for that. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day, and that's it from me. And see you guys in the next one.